time to rank some more shinies, baby.
Butterfree, go!
Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today we are ranking all of the Generation 2 shiny Pokemon. If you guys missed it, I actually ranked Generation 8, Generation 4, and Generation 1 for all my Gen 1ers out there, but now it is time to jump to Generation 2, the Johto region. It is about to go down. I'm gonna make some people angry with my opinions, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. Be sure to like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I appreciate the love, and let me know which generation you wanna see next. If you agree, disagree, or just don't agree with my opinion or whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's have some fun ranking all of the Gen 2 shiny Pokemon. All right, here we go, jumping into Generation 2, which does feature some incredible shinies. We're gonna skip like the, the duplicates, because there's gender forms on this and everything like that, but oh man, it's time. I'm excited for this one. We're gonna kick things off. We got, obviously, let me break it down, obviously, God tier, super good, decent, disappointing, and Garbaggio. Let's do it. Let's not waste any time. I am a fan of Chikorita, but it is decent. I don't think it's actually that good. Bayleaf is actually kind of good. I think that's a bit much. Hold on, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I'm gonna keep these three in the decent section. I don't want to get too ahead of myself with giving things too good of a rating. I do like the Chikorita line, and I like it shiny. It's not anything crazy, but I do wish that Leafeon copied the shiny more, right? Like that kind of gold leaf coloring. Really cool stuff. I think Cyndaquil, Quilava, and Typhlosion are kind of disappointing shinies, though. I'm gonna be real, not a big fan of those. Totodile, however, I think the Totodile line is actually super good. This is an interesting layout here so far, but I actually quite like, and if it goes, and I know people think that I do this based on my favorites, but I actually prefer Chikorita as my favorite starter, so, and Froggy is my least favorite, but I think it's the best shiny anyway. Sentret is pretty disappointing, if I'm being honest. Furret, also disappointing. I don't like either of them. I hate Hoot Hoot shiny. Noctowl gets a decent, just because of Ash having a Noctowl, and it looks kind of cool, but it's very meh, if you ask me. Lediba, I think, is disappointing, I would say. Ledian, I like more, but I would put it in decent. A lot of this, like, look at this. It's all, like, gold-yellow color so far. Spinarak is super good, and Ariados, our first God tier of Gen 2. Ariados and Spinarak feature some of the most incredible shinies of all time, and that color palette pops so much, man. It looks so good. Crobat, God tier. I don't want to hear any naysayers about it. Crobat, I usually hate pink shinies. I usually hate them. But Crobat is just phenomenal. The contrast of what it normally looks like, those beautiful green wings, you gotta show some love to that. Chinchou, I think, is decent. Lamp is decent as well. Not a huge fan of their shinies. Pichu is garbage. I'm gonna put Cleffa in disappointing, because I don't think it's that good either, although the green ears are cute. Igglybuff is garbage. Togepi is garbage. Togetic, also garbage. Bunch of trash. My garbage can is very full. It is very full of Pokemon TCG wrappers and garbage tier shinies. We've got Natu going in garbage. Xatu also in garbage tier. Those are both bad. They're boring shinies. No one cares about them. No one even remembers their real Pokemon. Now, Mareep goes into super good. Flaffy, I'm gonna put in decent. I don't think Flaffy quite captures the same magical appeal of Cotton Candy Mareep. And Ampharos, I'm also gonna put in super good. I think that they're very similar. Mega Ampharos, I'm gonna put in super good as well. I think that they're all kind of along the same token. Love that shiny, very good. Blossom, another one. I told you guys I love Vileplume. Actually, Blossom's pretty dope, so I'm gonna put that up there in the super good tier as well. Meryl, I actually quite like. I do. Azumarill, I don't like as much. So I love the green, not as big a fan of the yellow. I wish Azumarill kept the green, to be honest. Sudowoodo, I think, is decent. It's grown on me over time. I don't, it's not one of those shines that I like, but it's okay. Politoed, going to God tier, baby. You didn't expect it, did ya? Politoed is a phenomenal shiny. In fact, I remember, I would say, if you said to me, aDrive, what was the first shiny you ever tried to hunt? I would say it was Politoed, way back when I was a wee kid in Emerald, but I never got it, so it doesn't, it's a stupid story. Hoppip is, it's okay. I didn't even know Skiploom was this color, to be honest. I guess I'll put it in decent. And Jumpluff is also decent. I mean, it's pink. I like Jumpluff. It's a super forgotten Pokemon. No one even remembers it exists. But I quite like it. It's not bad. What else we got here? We've got an Apom. I I think Apom should go in disappointing. I don't think it's that good. Sunkern also disappointing, and Sunflora also disappointing. These are very disappointing. Just, again, a lot of gold. A lot of gold and yellow in this. I guess it was gold and silver. A lot of gold and silver. Yanma is going in God tier. There was no question about it. Yanma is probably one of the best shinies of all time, and there's no doubt. I feel like my face cam is very large. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. I think Yanma is like one of the best shinies of all time. It bugs me so much because Yanmega loses that color. It's not quite as good when it's a Yanmega, but that blue is phenomenal. Let me get a whoop whoop in the comment section for the decent whooper, and Quagsire also decent. I don't think they're that crazy. Espeon is going to garbage tier. That's right. I just put it in garbage tier. And if you disagree with me, like the video. If you agree with me, like the video as well. I hate Espeon shiny so much. I really do. I think it's so bad. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Umbreon is the perfect contrast because it's God tier. One of my favorite shinies of all time is Umbreon. Beautiful shiny. Incredible Pokemon. Significantly better than Espeon. This message has been brought to you by the Umbreon is the best evolution gang, aDrive 2020. Murkrow is gonna fit into the decent tier. I think that's okay. Mischievous is okay as well. I'm gonna just put it in decent. I don't really feel like it's that good. Unknown, we're gonna go with the unknown A of my choices here. And I'm gonna put it in super good. I don't wanna give it the full on God tier treatment, but I do quite like unknown. People have noticed a trend that I like blue shinies, but it's not just like that. I just think that that color blue is so good. Wobbuffet with lipstick, I'll put in decent. I don't really care for Wobbuffet. A lot of the purple ones go here. Purple is my favorite color, by the way, so this isn't biased at all. Girafarig, I feel like could be so much better, but it's cute. I like the blue nose and the blue spikes, the little bit of blue on it. I'll put it in decent. I think that's pretty solid there. Pineco is actually really solid. I'm gonna put Pineco in super good, and I'm gonna actually put Fortress also in super good. These are Pokemon that I think have great shinies. I think the gold looks really good. It's a super nice contrast to what it normally looks like. Big fan of golden shiny Fortress. Love that. Now we move to Dunsparce. Dunsparce, I'm gonna put in decent. I'm not a big fan of Dunsparce's shiny, but it is a nice contrast from what it is normally. Gligar I actually quite like. I'm gonna put this in the super good tier. I think Gligar's got a great shiny. I love the blue. That's something we've said a few times today. Steelix, Big Daddy Steelix, aka Rolex. I call him my wristwatch. He's very large. I like Steelix. I like his gold. Looks good to me. Way better than Onyx's coloring, by the way. Mega Steelix, I actually think goes in the same section. They're very similar. I love the fragments floating around its head. Big fan. Big fan of that. Snubbull is a great shiny in my opinion. I like Snubbull. I'm gonna put it in super good, but Gramble goes straight to garbage tier. Primarily because Snubbull is actually solid and Gramble is terrible. So I do like the Snubbull coloring though. Very nice. Quillfish, I'm gonna put in decent. As a kid, I thought it was super sick. Now I kind of like find it a little bit more boring. Maybe it's because I got so many through chain fishing. Pretty solid though. Scissor is one that I used to not like at all. Admittedly, I hated Scissor shiny before. It's grown on me a lot to the point where I'll put it in super good. I still wish it was different, but I think it's pretty solid. It's a great shiny otherwise. Mega Scissor, I don't actually like Mega Scissor at all. I know this is based on shiny coloring, but I hate Mega Scissor's design, I really do. Shuckle, however, is going into God tier, baby. There was no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Shuckle is phenomenal. One of the best shinies. That blue is just so good. Here is one where dude, you know, listen, I want to give Heracross some love. He's got a heart-shaped horn, but I gotta put him in decent. I just have never... It's funny too, my first shiny in Pokemon X and Y was a shiny Mega Heracross, or Heracross with Heracanite. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I think it's a cool shiny, but I just have never liked this coloring on Heracross, but I love it on Crobat, and I wish it wasn't that way. But maybe it's because I've done so many like modded versions of the game where like custom shinies are different, and yeah, I don't know. Sneasel, I'm gonna put in disappointing. I'm not a Sneasel fan at all, to be honest. Teddy Ursa, disappointing Ursaring. I hate this green so much. I hate it. It's, at least with Espeon, at least with Umbreon, I have low expectations because I don't care about the Pokemon really. Espeon, I have high expectations and it's just sad. Slugma, the Silver Slug. God tier, bro. You didn't see it coming, did you? Nobody did. Nobody saw it coming. Love me some Slugma. Love that shiny. That's a great shiny right there. Magcargo couldn't have fallen to the decent tier. This is a very purple tier right here. Magcargo's okay. Slug was great though. That silver slug is phenomenal. Swinub is okay. It's decent. Piloswine, I don't like at all, dude. I hate the evolution line. It goes from being a cute little watermelon to being like an ugly yellow thing. Corsola is going straight to God tier, baby. I love that light blue on Corsola. Corsola is beautiful. What a contrast from the pink. Love that so much. Love that so much. Galarian Corsola is just disappointing. It just has the eye change. It's not really that significant. Remoraid, I'm gonna put into disappointing, and Octillery I'll also put there. I don't really, mustard yellow is not a good look in my opinion. Delibird actually goes to decent. A lot of purple here again, but Delibird's a cool shiny. I like the red going to that. Could have gone different though. They could have swapped the red and the white. That could have been cooler, but it is what it is. Mantine is disappointing. They could have done so much better. That darker blue just isn't enough in my opinion. Skarmory is one that I quite like though. I'm gonna put Skarmory in super good. This is a shiny that I think actually could be God tier. The green on its wings looks really good. Kind of the rusty, silvery, greenish color overall is one that like in the sprite form almost doesn't do it justice. In the new games looks a little bit better in my opinion. So pretty cool stuff there. Houndour going straight to God tier. Love the blue on it. Love it, love it, love it. Houndoom and Mega Houndoom also going to God tier. Easy peasy. I never liked Mega Houndoom until I used it competitively, and I actually found myself really enjoying that Pokemon. It's a cool Pokemon. We are currently at Kingdra now. Kingdra I'm gonna put into decent. Again, that purple does look really good, but there's just so many of those shinies, and all the water types really turn into that. Phanpy goes garbage, but Rhesus, the Dawn fan, I'm gonna put in God tier. I really am. I really like Rhesus. I call her Rhesus because that's what I nickname my Dawn fan. I really like Dawn fan. I love this shiny. The kind of orangey color on it looks so good on that. Just a beautiful shiny overall. P2 is another one where we gotta give it God tier. I love Porygon 2 shiny. Beautiful Pokemon, beautiful shiny. Stantler is just... Does anyone even remember that's a Pokemon? Smeargle I'm gonna put in decent. I think Smeargle's cool. I dig the shiny on it. Tyrogue's actually pretty good as well. I'll put it in super good. Not the biggest Tyrogue fan. Hitmontop I hate though. Oh, I'll put it in decent just out of respect, but I don't really like that shiny that much. Smoochum goes to straight garbage tier as most baby Pokemon do. Pretty much all of these are gonna go to garbage tier. Actually, Magby I'll put in disappointing because I liked the Magby line as a kid. And Elekid, where's Elekid? Elekid somewhere. I don't know where Elekid even ended up anymore. Is he still here? I don't know. Where did Elekid end up? I have no clue. I can't see him. I'm blind. Don't mind me. Elekid's somewhere, or he's not. I have no idea. Anyway, I don't even see him anywhere. Miltank, actually pretty good shiny. I'm going to put that in the super good tier. Like the blue on him. And we've got Blissey is very garbage. Very, I'll put it in disappointing. Very garbage still. The legendary dogs, man, I think they kind of just all end up in decent, to be honest. I don't think they're that good. I don't think they're terrible, though. They all kind of just, like, have, like, a much darker vibe to them, which I get. It's cool. It's not that bad. I would have liked to see something more. I like the Suicune probably the most out of all three. Larvitar, I think, is disappointing, as is the whole line, to be honest. This is a shiny line that I do not think is very good. I do not think Tyranitar shiny is very good. I think that there are way better shinies. Like, when you think of pseudo-legendary shinies and you think of things like Metagross, which has one of the best shinies in the game, you think of things like Salamence, another really cool shiny. Even Dragapult shiny is really cool. I just don't feel like Tyranitar does that for me. The whole line is disappointing in my mind. And the same goes for Mega Tyranitar, which is a cool Pokemon. Now Lugia, I've never really thought Lugia's shiny was that good. To be honest, didn't like that color palette at all. Ho-Oh, however, I feel like is way better. So I'm gonna put Ho-Oh in the, I'm gonna put it in the super good tier. I actually quite like Ho-Oh shiny. I don't really like the Pokemon, but I think its shiny is really good. And then I think we're just down to Celebi, and I think Celebi goes into the probably super good tier. I like the pink on it, good contrast. I think I nailed everything. Let me just double check. I think I got everything. I still don't know where Elekid is, but I'm probably just, oh, there's Elekid right there. He's been there the whole time. So let's review what we got here for our tier list for Gen 2, baby. We've got, I feel so good about this. I mean, maybe I gave a little bit of love, too much love to the Hounds, the Houndooms. Maybe they could go into super good, but feel good about this. I mean, these are all, maybe Slugma goes to super good as well. That one I might have just got a little excited for the Slug. In terms of the super good ones, I think Spinarak could go to God tier, to be honest. I could even see, no, I feel pretty good about everything else there. For decent, do I see anything moving up maybe? Maybe I could see, no, I feel good about that. I feel good about that. Disappointing. I might have been a little harsh on the Typhlosion line, but I think it could have been so much better. I want more for that Pokemon, and 3D really ruined it, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel good about that. And then garbage tier, bro, I don't feel bad about the Espeon. I'm sorry, I don't. I hate that shiny so much, and Umbreon is so much better. Again, this is brought to you by the Umbreon is the best evolution gang, aDrive 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed our tier list video. I get a lot of enjoyment out of joking and memeing in these tier list videos, so I hope you guys don't take it too seriously. But it is a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys, you know, you like my opinions. And maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, but show some love either way. Hit that like button down below if you made it this far. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I post Pokemon videos every single day, and you do not want to miss them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite Gen 2 shiny is in the comment section below. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. If you guys enjoyed this shiny ranking video, you should probably check this one out too. Otherwise, check out this video. Check out one of these two videos or you're never gonna get a shiny again.